When I was going Protestant to Catholic, there was one testimonial that just stands out in my mind for why I think a lot of Protestants do not want to become Catholic. And it's wild what this one woman was doing. Halfway through the video, she's talking about how she hated Catholics and she wanted nothing to do with them. And then she found out that the guy she was dating, or went on like 3 or 4 dates, and she really liked the guy, ironically enough, it's now her husband, was a Catholic. And he wasn't backing down. And she was like, all right, I'm going to convince him that the Catholic faith is the Antichrist. And this woman was wild. She was stepping on rosaries. She was breaking Catholic icons. She was defaming statues, like, whoa, kind of anti-Catholic. Not like, I don't like Catholic people, but taking it to the extreme. And she said something, I'm getting the chills. She said something halfway through her testimonial and deep research into the Catholic faith. She said that she actually did not want it to be true. That's why she hated it so much. She admitted it. She said deep down while I was doing the research, I actually had this feeling inside that because they're claiming they are the one true Catholic, apostolic, and only church, plus Orthodox, that she's like, I wanted everything but what I was researching to be true. I wanted anything but the Catholic Church. And she said, because deep down she knew it actually was the only church that Jesus inspired through Peter and the apostles. And that has hit home. I think there's so many people that don't want to do the true research. They'll bring up the regular things, Mary, the saints, icons, idolatry, statues, all these things. But if you go to ChatGPT and you write in, if I was becoming Catholic, or from the Catholic perspective, what do they say about this? Include the scripture, include the catechism, include whatever. Link it to the Old Testament plus the New Testament. All these things can be found, as I did through the through ChatGPT, through the catechism, that there's only one church. That's it. And that testimonial really solidified, wow, okay, maybe that's why there's a lot of Protestants that don't want to become Catholic, because there are rules. There are bumpers in the lane. There has to be rules and regulations to live this life. It's not just do whatever you want. You have to live in accordance to the Catholic teaching. And it's hard. It's not easy. I know, because I now have to, because once you know the truth, you can't go back. You have to accept it because Jesus Christ showed it to you and said, by the way, this is the truth. And this is what the church that I left for you believes. And you have to go down that path, the narrow, small, little path. There's a lot of things I had to give up that are of this world, a lot. And I didn't want to, but you have to. And I think that's why there's a lot of Protestants that do not want to become Catholic. Yes, there's some dogma that you can get around, but I think there's a lot that just say, it's the true church. A lot is going to have to change in my life, and I don't know if I'm ready for it.